There's something curious about the nature of questions. Sometimes, what seems like a simple curiosity hides much deeper intentions, especially when a young woman asks them. A girl, between laughs and casual conversations, throws out phrases that may seem innocent, but actually conceal clear signs of interest. If you're an older man, I'm sure you felt that subtle energy beneath the words at some point. What is she really telling you? What is she trying to find out when she asks something seemingly harmless? It's not always what it appears. Often, behind those questions is the desire to know if you can offer what younger men cannot: stability, confidence, maturity, and most of all, emotional security that only comes with age. Today, we're going to uncover the 7 tricky questions a young woman might ask when she's interested in taking the relationship to a more intimate level. Why are young women attracted to older men? That's the question many ask, often wrapped in prejudice or superficial assumptions. But if you've ever found yourself in that situation, you know there's something deeper, something that goes beyond the stereotypes of materialism or seeking financial stability. Today, I want us to understand why the bond between a young woman and an older man can be so powerful, so authentic. The attraction to an older man is often tied to what we call hypogamy. This concept refers to the natural tendency of people to seek partners in a higher position, whether emotionally, socially, or intellectually. And while this may sound cold or calculated, it's deeply rooted in biology and the human instinct for security. However, it's not just about money or status. It's about something far more important: the emotional stability and life experience an older man can offer. A young woman, still in the midst of her own experiences and self-discovery, often seeks someone who has already traveled that road. It's as if she's looking ahead and feels drawn to the beacon you represent, someone who has lived, learned, and gained the wisdom that life teaches over time. The emotional maturity that an older man possesses becomes a safe space for her, a refuge in a world that can often feel fast-paced, confusing, and full of uncertainties. I remember a close friend, Sarah, telling me once why she decided to start a relationship with a man 20 years older than her. With him, she said, I feel heard, understood. I don't have to prove anything. He knows who he is, and that gives me incredible peace. He's not seeking validation through me. He just lets me be. That's something many younger men, still in the midst of building their ego, can't offer. But you, with your experience, your scars, and your triumphs, can create that space she needs. Beyond emotional stability, a young woman also wants to feel guided, not in the sense of being dominated or controlled, but in having someone by her side who can teach her something new, who can help her grow. Experience is a valuable asset, and what you've lived through, what you've learned over the years, becomes an incredibly attractive quality. It's no coincidence that many young women often unconsciously seek that something more in an older man. There's a security in you that they perceive and can't always find in someone their own age. Society, of course, may question it, but outside opinions don't change what truly happens between two people who connect on deeper levels. And yes, in many cases, that connection starts with physical attraction, but it quickly evolves into something more emotional and intimate. When she realizes that with you, she can have, something she might never have experienced before: complete trust. There's also a psychological aspect, often overlooked, but present in these dynamics. Older men tend to be less impulsive, more patient, and that's something a young woman values enormously. Carl Jung said that patience is one of the clearest signs of emotional maturity. And when a man knows how to wait for the right moment, not just in life, but in a relationship, it creates a magnetic attraction. She feels she can trust you because you won't pressure her. You understand that truly valuable things take time. And of course, we can't ignore the security you project as an older man in terms of decision-making and purpose in a world full of distractions and doubts. You've already learned to identify what really matters. Your ability to focus your energy on what's essential is something many young women find irresistible. It's not about rushing or constantly seeking the next thing. It's about valuing the present and enjoying the simple but profound things. This is where a genuine connection is made. So, when you wonder why that young woman seems interested in you, remember that her attraction is no accident. You offer her a world that others may not be able to. A safe space, a relationship built on trust, and above all, an opportunity for her to be herself without rushing, without judgment. This brings us to the first question she might ask you. Do you like going out with younger girls? It seems like an innocent comment, but behind those words lies the first signal that she's interested. Let's break it down together and discover what she's really trying to find out when she asks you that question. When you hear this question, it might seem like a casual comment tossed into the conversation, almost in passing. But the truth is, behind those words, she's probing for something much deeper. And here's the thing, she knows it. She's not just asking for a straightforward answer. She's testing the waters. What she really wants to know is if you see her differently. If, among the sea of younger women, she's someone who genuinely catches your interest. This question is what I call a bait. She's offering you a chance to open up and show your interest without being too obvious. She does this with a mix of insecurity and flirtation. Why? Because deep down, she needs to know if you, an older man, appreciate what she brings to the table, her youthful energy, her vitality, but also her personality. It's a subtle way of saying, am I attractive to you? Do you like the idea of being with someone like me?